Hi, and welcome back to Case Mobile Notaries channel. I am Celine. Thank you for joining. So I want to ask you guys, we've all seen the ads, right? On Google, the ads that say 24-hour notaries. But can you really count on them to be and help you in the middle of the night? I don't know. Have you tried calling any of them in the middle of the night? Let's say 2, 3 in the morning. Did they even answer? Oh, okay. Well, let's just talk about that today. Again, I'm Celine. If you haven't been here before, we talk about all things notary. We also talk about different laws, things that's going on in the world. In this here United States of America is where we are. So just sit back, relax, and let's just talk about this because I kind of equate the 24-hour notaries to the 24-hour plumbers because, and let me tell you why. I've called a plumber in the middle of the night when I got water like everywhere, right? And I need somebody. And I'm depending on this 24 hours to be a real thing here, right? You know how many plumbers I called before I got an answer? Really, I never got an answer. I got a call back finally. But that's the same thing I think about when I think about these 24-hour notaries as well. So what does 24-hour notary really mean? So it's a common advertising tactic, but I think it's pretty misleading because you're really not 24 hours. You're not going to get up out the bed and go and notarize someone's document. I mean, I just don't believe it. But put it in the comments though. If you're one of those 24-hour notaries and you've gotten a call in the middle of the night and you got up and you went and did it, or did you have to call them back? Did you, call and say, hey, we can schedule the appointment here. We're open, but we don't actually do any work at that time. But my thing about it is, if I'm looking for someone that's 24 hours, I'm expecting you to be, pretty much up telling me you can get to me in like 15 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever. I'm figuring you got a to-go outfit right by the bed. So if you get that call, you can jump right in your clothes and be right out the door. That's what I envision a 24-hour notary is. I don't know. Do you envision that? I mean, even a plumber, for example, that's what I envision. You got your tools, you got everything ready to rock and roll as soon as that call. You actually, when you get the call, you jump up out the bed. Hey, thank you for calling, blah, 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 blah. Not, hello, that don't sound right. Really what I'm saying is, I don't think they're really 24 hours. And when someone puts something like that, can you really trust them? To me, I really don't think so. You let me know in the comments, this might be a little controversial. I don't know. I'm okay with that. So let me know. But for me, I'm thinking, you not doing what you say you gonna do. That's what I feel like. Sometimes some notaries, they don't even answer in the middle of the night, let alone answer during the day. So you know how many clients I get that call me and say, I've called X amount of notaries and no one's answering. So and you mean to tell me you 24 hours? I don't know about that. So let's just talk about a few pitfalls of not answering late night calls. So of course there's missed opportunities. You don't have a chance to, save the day. Because, if you're 24 hours, I'm thinking I'm saving the day. Am I Superwoman or what? Oh, I should have been in my office doing office chats where my Superwoman is hanging up there. If you've seen any of my other videos, you know what I'm talking about. So I think, though, if you're not answering the phone, you're damaging your credibility, your trust. Someone's calling for 24 hours, they're in dire need usually. If they're calling 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning or something like that, they really need you. They really need somebody. Because who is really calling a notary that late and don't need them? I don't think anyone. So that's why I'm thinking you really should not play with these hours like that. I don't think you should be doing that. But a lot of them do that. Put real hours so you can give clients and customers real solutions so they can know exactly really what your hours are. Instead of just willy-nilly, it's 24 hours. I think it kind of creates skepticism in the notary profession doing that. If you have a list of people who are saying they're 24 hours and they don't even answer. They don't even answer during the day, but you 24 hours. Give me a break. Okay, so what's the importance of after-hour responsiveness? I think if you are responding and you're legitimately 24 hours, this is building client trust and loyalty with your customers. If you're actually answering, so they know that you're dependable. They know that they can count on you. So if you're going to be a 24-hour notary, I need you to go all in. Like, I'm going to need you to have that phone right there all the time, all the time. So if you're doing that, it is going to differentiate professional notaries from unreliable notaries, of course. So really doing that is just by answering the phone. I'm telling you, it's so many people say, I've called so many before I got to you sometimes. And when I hear that, though, I'm thinking like, well, where was my information? That needs to be on top because I'm going to answer first. As a matter of fact, it is a hospital that I network with, and I'm on their list. And actually, a client told me I was almost at the bottom of that list, and they went through the whole top of the list and none of them answered. I was like, oh wow, I need to be at the top of the list. So I'm gonna go talk to them because this is just recently. I'm gonna talk to them like, I think you need to put me at the top of the list, and you might need to go through your list and see who answering and not answering and remove them from the list. Because we get a lot of notaries who, they jump in for a season, they jump out, they come back, all that kind of thing. So kind of got to keep up to date whether they're actually still in the profession or not. So I'm going to just tell you before I get out of here, because that's just my thing about the 24-hour notaries. Are they really 24 hours? Probably not. I'm going to give you some practical tips, though, for after-hour notaries, to help you if this is something that you want to do and you're going to be 24 hours, okay? So set realistic expectations about your availability in your advertising, okay? Let people know really what your hours are. If you're really not 24 hours, let's not put 24 hours. Let's not deceive people before you even get a chance to get to help them. You are already deceiving them already. I mean, let's think about it. Don't deceive people. We're in the profession of helping people. We're trustworthy. That's what we're known for. Let's keep it that way. Don't put hours that you're really not available. So, but if you are saying you're 24 hours, use a professional voicemail with clear instructions on your after hours inquiries. So if you can't get to the phone, and I know sometimes we're a one-man show, so sometimes you're not answering because maybe you're in a signing. But if it's 24 hours, I'm sure you're not. You're just probably in the bed sleeping. But have a voicemail if you're going to be 24 hours that's set up professionally and explains your after-hour procedures, what your times are, where they actually can get someone to answer live or whatever the case is. Make it plain, make it simple, have a voicemail. So also another thing you can do is you can offer your emergency services selectively, but respond promptly to the inquiries. So again, if you have a set schedule of some sort, you can say, yeah, we take emergency services during this time frame. So like if you're a late night person and you're up to 2 a.m. or something like that, like we'll take it from 12 to 2, or whatever the case is. Make it plain again, make it simple. Let people know exactly when you are available, that is. It just only helps with your credibility, 24 hours is just like you just blanking it up there. Like, yeah, I'm 24 hours. Yeah, call me anytime. And then you're not even available anytime. So just keep that in mind. And lastly, I'm thinking consider maybe partnering with another notary that you guys can do your 24 hours maybe together. Like if we get a call, you take this time frame or you take this time frame to share, the hours and the coverage for being 24 hours. Partner with another notary if you're going to be 24 hours. So whomever has to answer the phone or whatever, maybe forward calls to this notary at a certain time and then take the forwarding off. I don't know, whatever. Just figure something out. If you're really gonna do 24 hours, let's do 24 hours, okay? Let's do it. Let's just do it. Okay, no more, acting like you 24 hours, but you're not. Let's have some credibility with our clients. Let's show them, let's make it plain. Let them know what your availability is, okay? So notaries, how do you handle late night calls? Can you tell me in the description? Drop that below. And if you've been 24 hours, let me know how you handle it. Let me know, have you ever gotten up in the middle of the night to handle a notarization for somebody in the middle of the night? Let's talk about it. I would like to know that in the comments below. So thank you for joining me. Thank you for rocking with me today. And I appreciate it. If you haven't started following us yet, please follow us, like the video, share the video, share it to some of them 24-hour notaries. Let me know. I'll see you guys in the comments, okay? Thank you for watching.